Welcome in, chat. How are we doing tonight? Good to have you guys here. Welcome in, Robin, the cat, Cathamations, Ghostly, Talon. Thank you guys so much for popping in. Great to have you guys here. How are we doing on this wonderful evening? Hopefully we're doing pretty well. Good, how about you? I am doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. Doing another Minecraft stream this week. I think it's fun. Not doing too well. I'm a little sick. I'm sorry, Talon. I hope you feel better soon. Hello, Des. Welcome in. Ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum 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 ba-dum. Also, thank you for adding the flowery Catherine emo I made. Of course, I really like it. In fact, in case you couldn't tell, I really like doing my flowery voice. I have a lot of fun doing it, which I know scares a few people, and so I'm sorry if I scared you. I'm not intending to scare you. It's just something I really have fun doing. Welcome in, Vampy. I probably ought to check and make sure the audio is good, shouldn't I? I mean, it might be a good idea to check that out. Just give me a couple seconds. It's like where the heck did I put my phone? I've got a problem. I need to figure out where I put my phone and stuff. Here, while I'm waiting, let me switch over to Yap Time. There we go. Now you can see my little guy talking. Audio is good? Alright, well, I'll check as soon as I can locate my phone. I did just and so much please go there with Short Swords fans. Guys, come on. Please don't do that to yourselves. It makes me laugh. I love it so much. Whereas a little more sane and fully sane Undertale Yellow. That's fair, because Flowey is a little more sane in Undertale Yellow. That's a good point. Was forced. Okay. Whatever you say, pal. Whatever floats your truck. Finally, I don't enjoy streaming with Sebastian. Welcome in, Sebastian. I'm glad you're here. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. There we go. How's audio now? Bum, bum. There we go. How's audio? Audio is really good. There we go. As a Short Swords fanfic reader, I just have filters on and find good ones. Good point. Let's welcome Belby in a bit. Alright, see you, MJ. We love Flowey and Undertale Yellow. Been regular Undertale. You know how I feel. Fair. That's fair, Ghostly. Do Undertale streams get old for you guys? Because I like doing them. I have a lot of fun doing them. They don't really get boring to me. But I understand that for some people, they might get a little dull and boring. Do you guys get tired of me doing so many Undertale streams? Because I know I tend to stream Undertale quite a bit when I'm in between series, if that makes sense. Because, I always see, all my streams where I play the same game. Like, on my Undertale series, or my Portal, or... No, not Portal, Frederickers. I can't think. I recently played Portal, that's why I said that. But, my, pedestrian streams. That's what I meant. Pedestrian streams and stuff like that. No, not really. You guys don't mind so many? Enjoy watching them. Yeah, they are really good because then I can interact with chat a lot more. But I do just because I do tend when I'm playing these silly little my brain. When I play those silly little things, what am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. KDH goes. Brr, brr. Speaking of Undertale, I saw the worst Undertale at you. I don't think I need to ask. I've seen a pretty bad Undertale at you too. I mean, like, I don't know if we're talking about the same one, and I'm not going to talk about it on my stream, but I'm just saying, if you like Undertale Deltarune, you're going to love Block Tales. Maybe next stream I'll do that, Sebastian, okay? Boom, 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 boom. So, I don't know if you guys know this. I mean, but I'm a really big reader. I've read. Isn't it called Glitch Tale? Like, I don't think I've seen Glitch Tale. Would you ever stream Deltarune? Yes, I would. But however, I would like to play Undertale Yellow and Undertale Red and Yellow first, because Deltarune is fine. Deltarune is a fine game. I enjoy playing it, but at the same, because the gameplay mechanics are better. But I'm not like I think Undertale is the better game at this point, like in terms of like story. I'm not a huge fan of I'm not the biggest fan of Deltarune. I am excited for chapters 3 and 4, and who knows, maybe chapters 3 and 4 will change my mind. But as of right now, I'm just kind of like, this is an interesting game. I like the gameplay, but I'm not sold on it yet, I still need to download Undertale Red and Yellow. Understandable. Deltarune tomorrow. Deltarune June 5th, actually. Which is actually right around my birthday. So, with a little luck, maybe for my birthday, I'll get like a couple Steam gift cards and I'll be able to purchase it. But something I really like is that it's for the whole game, it's only going to be like $25, which seems like a lot, but all things considered, it's a game that's probably worth close to $80. But honestly, being the broke college student I am and not making any money from YouTube at this point, I think it's going to be very good for me to be able to just kind of make what am I talking about? I think it'll be very nice to be able to just purchase it once and then download all the chapters as DLC. Or like as free DLC. Am I making sense? I don't know. I tend to get off on a lot of tangents. Like a second ago, I was talking about reading, because I'm currently reading this book. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but there's this book series called Twisted Tale books. Which is like Disney, but it's like what if stories. So like it's what if Cinderella never got a chance to try on the glass slipper? What if Merida was the one who ate the cake instead of her mother? What if Rapunzel's mother drank a potion from a moonflower instead of the sun drop? Or what if Anna and Elsa never knew each other? Just a bunch of Disney retellings, and so they're really good. I really like them. I like the Tales of Grimm. Don't think I've read that one. But it's really good, and I'm currently reading one called Sally's Lament, and it's a really good book. I'm actually gonna purchase it as soon as I get done, because for real, like I enjoy a lot of them. Like I think my favorite one, I really like the Cinderella one, and the Merida one, and the Belle one, and the Frozen one, and the Tangled one. I like a good amount of them. Not all of them, obviously. But this Sally one is so good. I mean, Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas, in case you need elaboration. Because honestly, like, I love the little hints of romance in the Nightmare Before Christmas. But let me tell you something. This story is so good. We get so much more chemistry between Jack and Sally, and it's a completely different plot. And yeah, it's non-canon, but I just love it so much. It's so cool and it like just makes me giggle, and it makes me giggle whenever he does something like he helps like stitch on her leg because falls off, or like when he like messes around and they play and they both get to see each other as real people instead of her because she kind of idealized him at first in the book, but then she sees him for like who he is, and he's like a very like, what's the term, he becomes like very honest and genuine with her, and she becomes very honest and genuine with him, and it's just so incredible. Wait, what's the what if? It's what if Sally discovered Christmas Town instead of Jack discovering it. I looked at it and it looks so interesting. It is. I would definitely recommend at least checking out from your local library. Which is what I did. But I'm gonna purchase it as soon as I can get the money. I have a very expensive book habit. I mean, I've got like over 1,000 books, and I probably need to pare down a little bit. But it's just like, oh gosh, I love this so much. I mean, like most of them, I love them so much. I saw these Disney things. I forgot what they're called. They're called Twisted Tales. It sounds like such a good read. It is so far. I'm about halfway through. I just started reading it today. And how many pages am I into it? Let me take a look. I'm about 218 pages into it of a book about 346 pages in. Over 1,000 books? Probably. I inherited a lot of books from my grandma after she passed, and but I've also purchased a lot of books, so I really just need to go through my books and be like, okay, which books am I going to read again, and how many books were just a one-time read for fun? I I have a reading addiction. It's bad, and there's no cure. There's no cure. And also I read like scarily quickly. Like I read like I think my record when I was 10 was like 10 books with at least 200 pages in one day. And I could understand, and I could tell you like what they were at the time. I could tell you what they were all about. I cannot remember what they were all now, but yeah. I've heard the fairy tales of Rosemary, and they are basically fairy tales with lore accurate, no censoring, no sugary, just a story in its full glory. Oh, you mean like the original Grimm fairy tales? Yeah, I have a copy of it. It's like the original Grimm fairy tales. Oh, let me tell you, there's some really creepy ones. Like, I would not recommend looking it up, but there's one called the Juniper Tree, which is, woo boy. But there are other ones that are like this. About this kid who like found Captain Hook's hook and stayed young for him. Now he faces the consequences of that. That's interesting. So, Peter Pan is not a fairy tale technically. I think it's something Neverland. Huh, interesting. I also own a copy of the Arabian Nights, which is where we get Aladdin from as well. There's another popular 1001 Arabian Nights is the other one, but that's actually the setup for it. Let me take a look. Is there any other ones that we would recognize? Let's see. Sinbad, isn't it? What else? Ali Baba and the 43 Thieves, Aladdin and the Wonderful Lamp. Yeah, I think that's about it. If anyone likes fantasy and D&D, I recommend the Adventurers Guild books, and I enjoyed them. It's cool. My audience, I know, is not very old. Like I know you guys are young. I think we've all established that. But I have this book series that I really like, and it's called The Lunar Chronicles, and it's just about it's like retellings of fairy tales like Cinderella and Little Red Riding Hood and Rapunzel and Snow White as in like a futuristic world where there's like uh cyborgs and people colonize the moon, and it's really interesting. Another one I really like is the series called the Selection Series, and it is so good. It's about this girl named America, and it's like another futuristic book, but it's not like in a super advanced society. It's really just more like you have to read it to understand the full lore, but it's really interesting because like the whole like America no longer exists and stuff like that. Not that old and for Roy. I feel like the concept of 101 Dalmatians should not have been made into the kids movie because I feel like he lost some of his potential. Cruella kind of fix that though. Interesting. Um, there, I have so many books, like so many, so many. I also have like, uh, kind of biblical, like it's fiction stories based on biblical events, and I've got like one about Esther and one about Bathsheba and one about Delilah, which are definitely not for kids. I probably shouldn't have mentioned them, but they're really good. I really like them. It's like one of my favorite series. Now you understand why my server is called Kathy's Cozy Cafe and Library and why my background is a library. I just read webtoons. I read webtoons, and I'm not telling you what webtoons I read because we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole tonight. Nah. Yeah, we're not opening that can of worms tonight. No, thank you. No, thank you, my friends. Because webtoons are not bad, but they can, woo, boy. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Like I told you that was stress. I got a clue and tried to skin doctor for cuts. If you hadn't know anything about it, you wouldn't think it's because of me? Fair. I only read 3 books repeatedly. That's not concerning. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I read a lot of books repeatedly. Like every year I read through the Bible. But I also will like reread some books. I both feels I sent gibberish to my only friend. She asked me if I'm sane. They're gonna pay back once you get from the store because it gets trying to pay for coins every time. Oh yeah, I really want like I have this one series that I love to death. It is completed. I just want to get it in like that physical comic book because I love it so much. It's so good. It's like mwah, but I can't get it, and the whole thing is now kind of locked behind a paywall. And so it's like, I don't want to have to pay for this, but at the same time, it's such a good book. I debate whether I should, and then I could just download it and read it whenever. And it's just, ugh. Um, give me like 1 second, guys. I've got to be right back. All right, chat. I'm back. Sorry, sorry about that, guys. Let's see. Let me see. Sorry. The ones I read aren't NSFW or anything. They're just really violent. I don't read any that are necessarily NSFW either. They're just weird concepts that I somehow find addicting, and I'm not going to reveal myself. I'm not going to reveal myself to chat tonight. So, yeah. That's everyone been up to lately. I'm pretty sure that was not directed towards me. Play Blocktails. For reason a person dies on like me. If any advertise, I'd riot. Oh dear. If I read something, yeah, the book has to be really interesting for me to read it. Fair. Can I have insomnia? I hope you can. Hope you can find a way to overcome it. It's that I'm sure that's difficult. Getting better at sleeping though. I used to be not able to get to sleep till like 2 to 5 o'clock. Ooh, that's rough. And then you only get like a couple hours of sleep because you have to be at work or school the next day. Yeesh, I'm sorry. That sucks. Hmm. I've been waking up at 3 a.m. for no apparent reason. I can't fall back to sleep. Ooh, I'm sorry, Des. That is. I can't. I just a little sleep deprived right now, but insomnia sounds like it sucks. Yeah. Insomnia usually points to other issues going on, so I would wonder if you have any underlying issues that cause your insomnia. Interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, sorry, that's the psychology student in me coming into play. I checked out a very interesting book from the library today. There is a book. So you guys may or may. I'm a little depressed. That makes sense. I have ADD. I have ADHD, which is a little different. But it's a similar thing, and I'm sorry you have that. I have ADHD and autism. Definitely on ADHD, maybe on an autism. Not diagnosed, you know. But anyway, we'll see. Let's see. What are other things? What was I saying? I said something about a, what's it called? Isn't ADD not thinking or not a group with ADHD like flavors? No, not really. There's still a version of ADD. But it's like more specific. Like there's like some ADHD can be lumped in ADD. Boy. My God, please know what I go through because it messed up your life. I think it would be better if you knew now. Anyway, not sure if I have insomnia. I have a few symptoms of it, so I don't know. That's fair. Tune to your theme. Let's go. Yeah. I can't do that. Do you have any tips for streaming? It took me a lot of trial and error. Like, if you go back and watch my bridge streams, which I do not recommend doing, but if you go back and watch those bridge streams, you'll see that I was very, very different streamer than I am now. I wasn't super confident about talking to my audience. I wasn't. What I would recommend is just kind of, yeah, you find your niche, but it's mostly like, what games do you want to play? And why do you want to play them? And then also, like, what is your audience going to be like? Credit to Nyx's shield, yes. Nyx is good. More or less, I would just recommend that you kind of get. It's really something you learn as you go. So, like, you just kind of sit down and you try it. I would recommend having a game set in mind to stream. I would recommend making a thumbnail. And I would recommend holding yourself to a certain time frame. So, like, when my first stream was about an hour and a half, and I held myself to about an hour. And so now, so that's how that works for me. And I look, nowadays, I just kind of like figure out how to, I had to figure out what my niche was. And my niche is honestly doing a lot of, for one thing, yapping with you guys. Probably most of my friends would be an audience at first, which is a really great first audience to have because they're willing to stick by you. If you take a look at my first stream, you can see some of my friends from that point. Don't want a face reveal for any of my streams though? My friend, become a PNG tuber like me. Or just don't have a person or a PNG at all. My first streams, they didn't have one. In fact, I didn't have a PNG until, what was it? Like, Unravel? Let me double check that. Welcome in, MJ. Welcome in, Pixel. Glad to have you guys here. What was the first stream I did with my PNG? I know I put it on the... I think the first stream where I, like, was interested into it, or kind of messed around with the idea of having a PNG on screen, was when I did my Stanley Parable stream, because I, like, would... And then for a couple streams after that, I would put up this picture Claire made of me. And then she volunteered to make a couple actual PNGs of me, which is the PNG you see yapping on stream right now. So I didn't really have a consistent PNG until how many months ago? Till November. And I'd been streaming for quite a few months by then. So you don't even need a PNG to start. You just kind of need, you know. And also, don't expect your streams to be like 100%. Don't expect them to be really good at first. Like, if you look at my viewfinder streams, which again I don't recommend, you'll see that they're really bad quality, which is partially internet connection and also just partially like not having a really great computer to stream viewfinder on. And like, it's one of my favorite. Not one of my favorite. It's a really good game. You'll find that I started getting a little more confident around the time I started doing Superliminal and then the Pedestrian. And then I was still a little... I didn't really... When did I become confident in my ability to stream? I don't know. I don't know when I got confident in my ability to stream. I just kind of kept doing it consistently. Because if you have a consistent schedule... It's like Bendan says. If you hold yourself to a consistent schedule... And like Dano says, it's not for your audience, it's for you. If you have a consistent schedule, then you tend to be good about... Because I didn't have a schedule at first, but then I got into a schedule of streaming every Friday, which was really good for me because it allowed me to consistently know when I was going to stream and to kind of prepare for it, if that makes sense. How though I'm broke as dirt? You don't need a PNG, like I said. I know the history of reviewing life from English and Spanish. I can also hear that English dub and every dub. But somebody has an very active Dano Riggy hyperfixation. Well, I say that. I don't know if you did. You say you had ADHD, Vampy? Oh no, you said you had ADD. Okay. I don't know if I've got to take a look. I'll never face reveal. If my face ever gets leaked, I will disappear off the face of the internet. I'll only use this account to talk to my internet friends. That is fair. I don't think I would ever face reveal at this point. Like, I would face reveal to my friends. Like, I have some friends who I would face reveal to. But at this point, I don't know if for one thing, I don't like the way I look. So, you know, so I just kind of, like, don't really want to show my face. Because I don't want to be made fun of. And so it's like... It's like one of those things where it's like, I don't really want to show my face online yet. Maybe later. You know? I was told I have ADHD until I got told I had ADD instead. Interesting. My face is beautiful? Yeah, I agree it's beautiful, MJ. My face and everybody. I don't like but it's it's like one of those things where you have to learn appreciation for them. For instance, sometimes it's just like, it's not really you have to find self-acceptance so much as you have to find being okay with yourself, if that makes sense. Like, for instance, I still don't like the way my body works, but I appreciate the fact that it's getting stronger because I'm walking. I'm giving it the attention it needs. And so I feel better about myself like that, you know? So it's like, you have to kind of like figure out like how to say like, okay, I appreciate that my body can take me from place to place without something, you know? No self-deprecating. Yeah, I'm not trying to self-deprecate. I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. Like, I'm working on fixing the things I don't like about my body, not in like any sort of radical way, if that makes sense. Like, but it's a slow process, and sometimes it does get discouraging, especially since I work with kids, and kids are very honest. So I just kind of try to find that. I'm just trying to be more fine with, because even if I'm not where I feel like I should be, I'm doing better than I was some time ago. There's not anything to reveal. My only internet friend who has seen my face is Allie, who has seen half my face. That's fair. You just aren't attracted to yourself, that makes me aren't pretty. That is fair. Like, sometimes it's like, if you don't, it's like that from that Daniel Shower of Thoughts video. If you, look in the mirror and you think you're ugly, you're just not your type, which I think is fair. Like, I'm not really my type. My type is a lot different. If I even have a type, I don't know. But, you got eyes and hair. It's fair. I don't want to face real because I want to have a life. Being famous sounds annoying as heck. Real. I have to create fake account just to like kind of be anonymous in some places. Like, I don't really have a fake YouTube account. But I have like a fake what's it called? Shakes my hair. That's cool. But I don't. I have a couple alt Discord accounts, so My name is Teasburn. They do not need to be taken away, MJ. Come on. We love having you here. We love hearing you talk. Bye. Alright, bye, Vampy. See ya. But anyway, on the topic of hyperfixations, which is not something that we were talking about really, but it's something I want to talk about. I did two things today. One, I checked out the Odyssey from the library. And number two, I now have a book telling me about all of the Greek gods because I am very, very obsessed with Epic the Musical at this point. So thank you guys for getting me hooked on that. I don't see this fading for at least a couple months. My type is not my because I don't need to care about love. Yeah. Doing face reveal because I don't want to send a copy to you and say, "Are you Des the editor on YouTube?" Yeah, that's one of those reasons why I don't want to face reveal either. I say on Twitter. Also, you're welcome. Three more subs until 600. Well, it's been that way for a couple weeks. I don't think it's gonna happen for a while. I do want to try over the summers just streaming every night. I want to give it a try, and like I probably wouldn't, or not every night, every weeknight is what I mean. And it's still, I'm not saying that I'm definitely gonna do it at this point. It's just like a thought, you know. It's a thought I'm having, so that's a possibility. Just so you guys know. Did anyone watch the Bones 5 Lays vid? I do not know who that is. Anyways, we've been yapping for half an hour. Really? We've already been yapping for half an hour? Jeez, I didn't realize that. I think it is time for us to transition over to the block game. Here, let me boot it up and then I'll get it set up. Dum, dum, bum, 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 bum. Yapping time is decided. We will still be yapping, Now today we have a couple little installation. Look at the installation. We'll plan that one. This one. You'll still yap and all that, you know? Yeah, install. My goal is to lock in and grind out content I want. Hurry to stream Legends ZA. Yeah, I can't do CS bit because I don't think it's allowed. I don't know. Why wouldn't it be allowed? There we go. Now we just switch over to actual stream. Game capture. Yep. Okay, there we go. Ooh, I forgot we gotta copyright music, copyright music, copyright music, copyright music, copyright music, copyrighted. Okay, there we go. Done. Single player. Go. Cause you're subscribed, right? Yeah. What are you saying Oi Bestie about? Right, let me see. Alright, let's go ahead and get stuff put in our chests. So let's go ahead and put these in here. We're gonna put emerald with there. We'll put some iron right there. We don't need the rotten flesh. I don't know what we're doing with that. Oh, see, we don't need the diorite. That doesn't go in there. I forgot that we put the combined the silk touch. We shouldn't have done that. We really shouldn't have. So what I really need to do is I need to get mending. Let me see. I get myself. I can do cookies. That's interesting. I didn't watch stream. Yeah, I would agree that that's probably a good idea. How do you hand? Maybe we gotta just see. How do I give some? Let's see. Experience. Set. Happy. If it was someone else's turn, I'd probably go as Catherine and Catherine on top of each other. Yeah. That's good. Alright. Really quick, let's go ahead and go to the enchanting table. Oh, right. We need a lapis. I forgot we need a lapis. Lapis lazuli. That doesn't really matter. We need to get more lapis. How do you... I forget how you do that. Hang on, let me look up. Let's see. Welcome in Fun and Games. Having fun to have you here. Let's see. Thank you, Ghostly. Right, Herbert, gonna be some good. I personally have a preference for a different kind. Let's see what else. Sorry, just want to make sure you have. Alright, there you go. Let me go ahead and throw stuff in the chest, and then we will be ready to go. Let's put the netherite in here. So is the diorite. Gunpowder can go in here. Same with the bones. Lapis can go back in here. Let's go ahead and make things. What else do I need to put in here? Bucket would be good to keep. We'll put that with the tools. Let's see. Go ahead and go over to the tools. We'll put this in here. This can go with this. Let's see what else. You get water in this bucket. We'll put the lanterns up. Let's see. We need sticks. We need to get some sticks. I don't really need the raw chicken, so let's see. Let's go ahead and go over here. We can put this raw pork chop here. There you go. We also don't need the leather. So let's... What was I needed? Oh, sticks. Probably in here. Nope. Here? Nope. In here? Yes. Let's go ahead and leave about 32 in there. And let's go ahead and make some torches. After we, of course, let's go ahead and switch it. This here. Go ahead and put this. Well, there we go. That's enough of that for right now. And then we can get more eventually at some point. Alright. I think here we need, what we need to do though is we need to create some nice torches. So let's go ahead and put some in there. And put some coal. Let's go ahead and just. Now I got a full stack. There we go. We put this in here. Put the elytra on real quick. Alright, chat. Ready? Are you ready, guys? Hold on, I gotta look for see ya. Alright, see you, Ghostly. Yeah, just kidding. There's Dieselburn. Hi, Dieselburn. Yeah, the sun is setting. Well, we might as well go ahead and go get some sleep. So we don't have to deal with the whole... So everyone says hi to him, gentle giant. How am I? I'm doing pretty well, thank you for asking. Here's our garden. You know, now that I think about it, who really says we need to... Let's just go ahead and start digging to find a cave. Now that I think about it. Catherine, does Jack have a spot in the garden? I have not played a Minecraft in a hot minute, so he should, but he does not, unfortunately. I will ask him some of his preference stuff, so I can make him a nice little spot in the garden off screen. Here's a good place to start. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, chat, if I'm not reading you guys enough. I tend to get... It's a curse. I tend to get too hyper-focused on stuff. Here you go. I'm hearing monsters, so good sign, I guess. Nice. Nope. Oh, I guess it was not a good idea to start digging this way. So... There you go. Just continue digging straight down. Not straight down, obviously, because that's never a good idea. Let me see. Finally. No, you're not a horrible mod, Jack. I've got enough space for Jack to have his own space, don't worry. I just don't... The goal is to get supplies like iron and diamonds. And probably amethyst as well, because I like making amethyst ceilings. Maybe I plan to do actually, of course. Oh. Here, let's go. Dang it. Oh well. In space? If you're in space, that's news to me. girlfriend. Then do that. Don't hang around with... Oh, that was a close one. Ooh, nice. Found a nice little cave here. Nice. Ooh, nice. Iron. It's only a one vein thing, but you know, we take our wins where we can get them, you know? You know what I mean? We don't need copper. I think we've got copper anyway. Besides, what is copper good for? Sorry, it's a kind of boring stream tonight. We're just kind of searching for stuff and things and stuff. Oof. If Catherine goes whenever she might kill another one, I did. Children. Yeah. Alright. This is the Pac-Man Ghost is a block word in this chat. What do you mean? Let me take a look. MJ, there's not a ghost called that. What do you... My... Bro. I swear that there's not one of a ghost called that. If there is a ghost called that, then I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it's gonna be drastic. You know, come to think of it, it might be a good idea to put on the netherite chest plate, you know? So let's do that real quick. Let's see. Replace the elytra with the chest plate. There we go. Do we need gold? Probably not, but you know, I'm gonna get it anyway. Ooh. I actually had a nice little gold vein. Amethyst! We also found iron, so we're gonna go ahead and grab that. Yeah, we found some amethyst. Awesome. This is a good day, chat. This is a good day. Diamonds! We found some diamonds, too. Oh, it's a nice little vein of diamonds. Awesome. Ooh, and some lapis. We need lapis. Not a whole lot of lapis. Let's go ahead and see real quick if there's any. Okay. But chat, this is why we always look. I'm very happy. Very happy, chat. I don't know if we're thinking about the same word, but I'll say in the Discord server. Sounds good. We can kill this. And what else can we kill? We can also probably kill the dirt. Kill the dirt. Calcite is better. I'm obsessed with Amethyst. You guys will learn. I love how it's musical because I took this test a long time ago for a class. Let's go ahead and kill the cobblestone. There we go. Nice. There we go, my friends. Holy cow, that already grew? Jeez. My gosh, this is like... Oh my. You know, since it's kind of on topic, have you, chat, have you guys seen the Minecraft movie yet? Are you going to see it? And if you've seen it, did you like it? Or is it not that great? I'm curious, what's your opinion? Oh, hello, Greenie. Welcome in. Sorry. Welcome in, Rob. Welcome back in, Robin. I guess in the next 3 hours or, so, or 3 hours or so, grinding, editing, understandable. You know, it might be a good idea to set shift to turn off shift. Let's just get a stack of calcite, because it's I like the way calcite looks. I mean, there's literally no other reason for it. It's just, I like how it looks. But, you know, sometimes that's enough of a reason, don't you think? You got a bit more calcite mining to do. Okay, I only need like 2 more pieces of calcite. There we go. Adios. Alright, that's... I don't think I really need redstone. I never use it, so you know. Is it worth it? Not really. There you go. Now eat. There you go. Now we got some iron. Nice. What the? Well, I guess this is a place to get some water. There we go. Got a water bucket now. Because Lord knows we need to get you need more water. Now we're really just hunting for valuable ores, like there we go. Diamonds! Yes. Ooh, instant iron. I'm sorry, Diz. Welcome back, Ghostly. Sorry. Calculates a nice block of emojis. Cool. So chat, you may be wondering, why is she going and getting gold and stuff when, you know, she doesn't really need it? Well, that's a simple answer. Because I feel like I need it. Even if I really don't, I still feel like I need it for some reason. Why I feel like I need it is a question nobody can answer, but you know. Gonna eat. Hello, Arlen. Welcome in. Telling you I have an anxiety attack. Breathe. That is the best way to manage anxiety. So, breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 7, and breathe out for 8. Okay? Try that. All right? Usually works for me, so you know. I don't know if it'll work for you, but hopefully it'll work. You know? nice. Nice little mini vein. Little mini vein. Ooh, nice. Okay. Yeah, no. Alright. So it's a nice little tidy stack of diamonds. You always use some nice diamonds, you know? We're not looking at the Enderman. We're not looking at the Enderman. We are not going to antagonize it. No, thank you. Not today. Zombie, sure, but no, we're not gonna hurt. We're not gonna get into it with Enderman today. You know, not really what I want to do today. Well, it's a little bit dangerous, my friend. You'll need a mindset change for this. You can't get away with playing safe for this. Oh, you wanna get home, put it all on the line. Gotta. Remember, chat, you never look at an Enderman right in the eye unless you're trying to antagonize it. And, you should never try to antagonize an Enderman. String is always good. What is string good for? I don't know, but you know. They say string is good. So, you know. Who am I to tell them that they're wrong? Diamonds. Nice. Ooh, there's usually diamonds around lapis. In case you're wondering, this is really what I need, is like, I need diamonds. Well, it's a little bit dangerous, my friend. You need a mindset for this. I'm not playing safe for this. I get home, you put it all on. Mine, you gotta use. I've got you, don't worry, sis. I was just singing dangerous. Yeah. I've, as I've said before, I have a minor hyperfixation with this. Which is, you know, the fact that I just checked out the Odyssey and stuff like that is completely unrelated to this hyperfixation. You know? Yeah, just completely unrelated, you know? There are other ways of persuasion. There are other modes of control. There are other... Oh, an iron nugget? Let's see, what can I kill? What can I get rid of? I can get rid of the andesite. Am I pronouncing it correctly? No clue, but you know, it is what it is, what it is. Oh, you're gonna go to bed? Alright, night, Ghostly. Have a good evening. Sorry. Guess I just came over here for nothing. Oh well. Catherine, why do you not use your water to get rid of the lava? I don't know. Because, I'm not that bright when it comes to Minecraft, I prefer to do things a hard way instead of thinking about an easier way to do them. I don't know. There we can go this way. Huh. Diamonds! coal. Alright, let's eat. I think it's about time that we SD and try to we might switch tactics for a minute. We might go get some wood. Hey Catherine, do you know what it means to feel a cold pit in your stomach? I might know what the feeling feels like, but I don't think I used to feel like, I used to not realize what chills were, because for me they felt like warm, like it was heat running through your body. It wasn't until someone described the feeling of getting chills that I realized, oh, that's what it was. So, yeah. So the answer to that is yes, I probably know what that is, but I don't know if I know it by that name. Jeez, there must be a spawner of those around here somewhere. Also, I love how I say that I'm going to probably SD, but then I just don't. It's like I say, yeah, I'm gonna SD, but then it's like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna keep fighting even though my inventory is basically full. Are those diamonds? No, I was seeing things. I mean, Kevin, you silly. What kind of sorry, Violet Cat. Sorry. What kind of wood? Probably dark oak, because that's kind of what I need at this point in time. So, yeah, oh, diamonds, nice. Ooh, a nice vein of diamonds, even better. Ooh, more diamonds. Alright, that's all diamond. that is probably all the diamonds over here. Oh well. But hey, we got some diamonds. That's always a good thing. That's always a win. How many diamonds do I have? About 27. That's not bad. Nothing to sneeze at. That's about 3 diamond blocks. Yeah, nothing down here. When does a current become a tidal wave? When does a man become a monster? When Shiny blue diamonds like Catherine Soldiers and voicing Flowey. Catherine voicing Ice scares me more than Kathy. Well, golly, Jack, I didn't know you appreciated my voice that much. Golly. I'm so honored. Her soul's cold when she is Flowey. Because, wow, Chuck E. Cheese like place. Oh, cool. Stop, no. Come on, Jack. It's not that bad, is it? I mean, come on. I'm still the Catherine you know. It's just, you know, it's weird. It's just like a weird version of my name. It's like just like a weird, barely different version of my voice, actually. It's just more high-pitched, actually. I have PTSD for that voice. How does this voice get, how does the Flowey voice give you PTSD? I'm so confused. A lot of weird things give you PTSD. I mean, fair. Pardon me. Asked my magic 8-ball of Catherine. That's a good flyaways, and I said yes. We'll spare Jack for right now. We won't do the flyaways for a little bit. Oh, no, Predators. No, we don't want to die. Oh, well. Oh, well, we died. It's okay. I do hope you guys know that, like, even when I'm, like, being all silly and like with the flowery voice and stuff like that. I'm still the same person. Like, I'm not changed. I'm not some sort of monster just because, you know, I have of just because I'm using like the flowery voice, you know? You know what I'm saying? Am I making sense? A while ago, I think we should SD. Yeah, that worked well, didn't it? I feel like a couple rooms I should use amethyst for the ceilings. Let's go ahead and do a couple rooms with amethyst. That guy I just never have. Bring the Lissy type right here. Sorry, chat. I'm not very chatty tonight. Bye. I became a monster. It's a typing right now. Yeah. You know, if you guys find my streams very like soothing enough to like allow you to, you know, write stories or stuff like that, you know, I think I'm always gonna be happy about that because I really like knowing that you guys are, you know, that you guys are enjoying like my content and stuff, and that you guys find it soothing enough to be like for it to be, you know, something that just, you know, kind of like to chill with, and you know. It makes you feel good to know that you guys find it that comforting and everything. like I'm doing something kind of right, you know? I have something low key going on while writing this, something this intense. That's fair. So, fun fact: I've got a scene in mind for my story To the Stars and Back, and it's going to be very interesting, I think, because it's going to be basically about this. There's this like it's inspired by an epic song, like yeah, genuinely, it's just inspired by an epic song, and I think it's good. I mean, I had kind of the idea for it, but like now it's a little more epic coded, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? You know, are you guys understanding what I mean? I'm a Chaos Control fan, but I don't know what almost all the members who like to be drawn like. Well, honestly, we all get drawn as Among Us characters quite a bit, so you know, you could always do something like that. I'd be very surprised if any one of us would have a problem with that, you know? There we go, replenish some of the golden carrots. Okay. Nice block of gold, and then we can turn this, and then we can make this into this. We can make a couple more golden carrots. There we go. People in my Among Us chat are beefing, I'm sorry. That always sucks, you know? But chat, can you guess which song in Epic is going to be an inspiration for that? Well, I guess a couple scenes are kind of inspired by Epic. At least now that I know what Epic is, like I'm gonna be listening to it with that. Because actually, my story, like when I release it to the public, you know the story Out of Your Control that I might not have mentioned it. I got a story called Out of Your Control, and there's a couple scenes that are actually inspired by a couple songs because I'm a very musical person, and that's kind of how I think. I think in music, if that makes sense. And so, like, when I'm writing a scene, typically, like, not all the time, but there's usually some sort of, like, music inspiration behind it, if that makes sense. Haven't watched Epic, my guy? Yeah, that's fair. You haven't seen Epic before, and that's completely fine. I mean, I just know that, like, my chat is the one who got me hooked on Epic, so I thought I would ask. But actually, you might have heard the song, MJ. It was popular on Shorts for a hot minute. I became It's not that one. It's not that one. Sorry. I've got that song in my head. Trying to figure out if chat is just dead. Okay. I asked a question that got you into Epic, so you're welcome. We're sorry. I like Epic, so, you know, it's not like a matter of, like, I'm sorry, but, you know, because, you know, it's something I really like, and I'm very happy that, like, you guys got me into it, you know? Sheena songs, I'm sure you guys remember that one. With, it was like a hopeless romantic all my life. Yeah, that one is like called Cupid, I think. Yes, Dark Oak. Woohoo! You know, chopping trees from the top down is so much easier than chopping them from the bottom up. I don't know why more people don't do it that way. Probably chopping down one tree is probably going to be enough. Though I would like to get a few dark oak saplings so I can plant a dark oak tree by my base. Because I've got a cherry blossom tree, but I would really like to have a nice little dark oak tree. I say little when they're these huge monstrous giants of trees. But you know. Sorry you keep getting all that in your thingamabopper. I did well in English. Why am I using words like thingamabopper? Why can I not remember English? I have a decent vocabulary. Why am I always saying things like thingamabopper and like never saying exactly like, boy. But this is a regular oak tree. Yeah, regular oak. One more dark oak sapling, please. Come on, draw me just one more. Ah, there we go. Which way was my base? I can't remember. Really felt that good. Alright. Let's do some building. Might be a good idea to get, you know, a little something called a axe to do that, you know. Let's go ahead and put this. Okay. Here's your 2 armor. Yeah, how are you guys doing? How are we doing, chat? I became a monster. Everyone does. You know, I really hope you guys like the stories I'm going to release in May. Couldn't do that for right now. There we go. At the beginning's a nice, tidy little place. I feel like we probably need iron. Go ahead and grab a block. And we gotta make some nice. How to make a lantern? Wonderful question, but we'll find out. Okay, no. Definitely. Welcome back, Jack. Glad to have you back. Yep, that's exactly what it takes. Yeah, we definitely need more. We might need to use, we're just gonna get all these. But you know, just enough. Okay, let's go ahead and put these up. We will definitely have to change these out eventually. But, you know. Nice. Also, what do you mean glad to have you here, Jack? I mean that we are glad to have you with us. What's the confusion? The confusion is... Jack! Say 3 nice things about yourself right now. You are now mandated to say 3 things you like about yourself. I've never sent you that challenge thing. No, dang it. Ah! Motherfucker. Dang it, some of the fuckers. Well, I'm just gonna get the dirt. Cause I think I'm sure I've got enough dirt if I include stuff from downstairs. From down the stairs. Ooh. Okay, quick travel. Let me see. Building materials. Sure, put. Yeah, I've got nice dirt in here. Don't seem to have any cherry logs. Oh well. Do something with this. There we go. We're gonna replace the dirt here and there. So then we're gonna start by replacing the dirt. Has Jack said nice things about himself? Jack, say 3 nice things about yourself, otherwise I'm going to bring out the Flowey voice. How about that? How's that sound to you? My hose downstairs. Hi Nugget, welcome in. Who's on from here? You turning Jack with the Flowey voice to say nice things about himself? Yeah. Can't think of anything positive about me. Jack, there's tons of positive stuff about you. Breaks my heart that you can't see that about yourself. You're kind, you're funny. You're helpful. There's so many things and you just can't see it. Or you won't see it. And makes me sad sometimes. You know? Because it's like, I see all these cool things about you and it's like, and then like knowing you can't see it, it's just like, hurts a little bit, you know? I think I've got like a couple potatoes. Sure, I have to. Might have them downstairs. Jack, you're kind of funny. You kind heart is funny. I'll look at still see my thoughts as I type them. I'm not trying to steal your thoughts, MJ. You're not gonna get us to stop saying nice things about you because we know you're an incredible guy, you know? too nice to me. No, I'm not too nice to you. You tried, Jack. Also, I think you would do the same thing for us if he said the same thing. Yeah, like if I called... Like, whenever I call myself an idiot, even though I don't really mean it, because, I mean, I know... we're not gonna get into that, but if I call myself an idiot, you guys are the first people to say, no, so you're gay. You're not an idiot. Don't call yourself that. You know? Doesn't mean y'all should be allowed... Jack, that is what we like to call a double standard. Double standards are not good. Don't allow rules for thee, but not for me in this chat. And then we need... Nice. Okay, here we go. Ooh, that was close. Giving them just a tad more space. Go ahead and kill the cow that's in here. Can we get rid of... No, I'll keep the pitcher pod for right now. We can kill the beard seeds. I think we also need to kill something else. What else do we kill? What else do we kill? I'm not killing the golden apple. Got a bunch of cobblestone, so... I don't think we need crying obsidian either. Go ahead and kill the sheep right here. Feathers, no. No. Three, get rid of. Don't need these. What else do we need? What else do we not? Don't think. What do we not need? I guess we don't really need to. Phew. That's close. Zombie, but you were asking for it. You came up to me. You attacked me first. Go. What we need is to spawn some sheep in here. You killing chat? Yeah. I keep killing. I'm the one who's killing chat by not talking. You know? Because when you come to a stream, you expect people to yap, you know? But then I don't yap, and then we have everyone just kind of like not knowing what to do because, and you know, it's all my fault. You know what I mean? Because it really comes down to me, you know? The buck stops with me. So it's not a matter of like you guys, killing chat. It's a matter of me killing chat because I'm not doing my job. You're saying I don't believe. Well, but yeah, but you guys kind of should blame me because it's, I'm the reason chat should be talking because I'm talking, You know what I mean? If I'm not engaging chat, I'm not doing my job. You're playing games? Yeah, but I should also be like engaging with chat saying, hey chat, let's talk. Here's interesting thing that happened. Have you heard about interesting thing that happened? Alright, we need more sheep. Give Kathy sheep spawn egg. There we go. Then is it force them to mate? Alright, let's go ahead and breed some more sheep. Let's see, let's get the bee ready. Piggies. Torchfire seeds, nice. Alright. How do we get you out of here? One sec, chat. We're back. There you go, nice. Run, little wolf, run. Let's see. Is this too far away? Yeah, I'm thinking it is. There you go. Sorry, chat. Yeah, I heard about that. Don't worry, the piggies. Flowy didn't have any part in this. Yeah, Flowy didn't have any part in the. I don't know where he went. You know. I don't know where he went. Probably went to go sniff somewhere else. You know. Oh, see, there he is. There he is. See what I tell you? They were just fine. Flower, the murderous one. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. You just said you didn't like hearing my voice, so I was trying to respect that because, you know, as much as I joke around, if you, like, genuinely don't like it, I'm not gonna persist in doing it. Like, there's a certain point when a joke doesn't become a joke, and it just becomes mean and mean-spirited, and I don't want to be mean or mean-spirited, you know? Oh, the sniffer was gonna terrible fate. Oh. Well, yeah, but you can see the sniffer is right over there, so the sniffer is fine. But what if that's a different sniffer? I don't think it's a different sniffer. I mean, what are the odds that, you know, there's a different sniffer? Right around where the first one was. There's more torchfire seeds. Croissant. Yep, croissant. Why did you turn off the game capture for a sec? I don't know. I can be goofy like that. My brain trying to put a funny thing in chat. Yeah. I don't know what you guys are doing in there. I don't need to know. Just, have fun. Okay. Fell asleep. What happened? Not much. Add this to this. Potatoes. I swear I've got potatoes somewhere. Ooh, that's a good thing to add. I get rid of. I don't need these. You can add the berries. There you go. Nice. Then, of course, that's when it occurs to me I can put stuff into the chests, you know? Singular bone. Oh, nice. There you go. That's a good look. To understand, yes. Sometimes it is about 10:48 now. Like always, I want to emphasize that if you guys need to go to sleep, then please feel free to go to sleep. You do not have to stay unless you want to, you know? We want you to get some nice sleep, you know? We don't want you guys to stay up too late, because, you know... Keep going into the same... Tonight on Kathy Plays, we are going to be raiding villages. Why? Because I need supplies, and why not? Well, actually, I'm trying to find a blacksmith. Like, just genuinely, that's what I'm mostly trying to do, is I'm trying to locate a blacksmith. And I keep on finding cartographers and other stuff like that, but not really. Yeah, despite being underground, we literally have to go to a lower elevation. Do you guys hear that Phineas and Ferb Season 5 is coming out soon? You know, I don't think about that. I don't know why. I'm not that bright, you know? You know, we've established this. Just to make it clear, I'm aware that I know I'm smart. As much as I try to deny it, I know that I'm smart. I know that I have intellectual capability. I am just very bad about. I don't know how to explain it. All I know is that, like, video game logic isn't your strong suit. Yeah, I think it's mostly because I'm so new to video games, yeah. That was odd. There we go. You okay, MJ? You know, bleeding doesn't usually tend to be a good thing. I want to make sure you're not, hurt. Probably get a nap. This weekend I didn't know I had. Understandable. Should probably get a band-aid. Go get a band-aid, MJ. I'll still be streaming when you come back. Let me put it this way. The likelihood that I will be streaming when you come back is very high. So, go get yourself a band-aid, okay? No, if I'm BRB. Okay, it's good. Chat, now that MJ's gone, say nice things about her. Okay? MJ is such a sweet person. She's always so good. She's always so kind and willing to listen and willing to learn. She's always honest with you and able to express things that maybe we wouldn't really able to kind of explain things in a way that like makes you think about them from a different perspective. You know what I mean? Literally came back as soon as you said I was gone. Well, my plan didn't work so well. I heard that. Oh, good. You heard that. That's a good thing. Oh, look, it's Irish. You should probably sleep. Yeah, Catherine, if you need to go to sleep, then you go to sleep, you know? Ooh, another bundle. Nice. You know, I always wanted to get some bundles, and now I have them. Who would have guessed? Everybody want to stay? Well, you know, that's your decision, you know? Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and get some more stuff. Connect, kind of bind. what does taking my finch Clyde to Paris do? Taking your finch to Paris allows you to explore new things, learn new things, discover new things. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool. Okay, that goes in there. Okay, it goes in here. We're gonna take the fire charge back. We're gonna put potatoes in here. Put the apple there. We'll put the berries in here. Okay, let's see. Bread goes in here. Get the dye out of here. Gonna get the cacti out of here. Pod goes in here. This can also go in here. This can go in here for a hot minute. This can also go in here for a hot minute. What else? Yeah, this can go in here. Pumpkin can go in here. Pork chop can go in here. Where did I put the potatoes? There they are. And the raw pork chop, and then the cooked chicken, and then the golden apple, and then the torches, which you can... There you go. Do I have any more weapons in here? Maybe you can put the saddles in here. Technically. Same thing with the horse armor, the other saddle. Let's see what else. Okay. Actually, I'm thinking that we probably want to make these into a block. We can put this in here. Brewing stand can go in here. Charcoal can go in here. Fire torch can go with this one. Iron can go right there. Yeah, that's free only with a reinforced place. Maybe press tomorrow? Okay. Yeah, go to sleep. You should probably get some sleep. You can relax, my friend. I can tell you're feeling tired, so don't you stay up wired. Try and relax, my friend. Okay, good night. Night, Cathemations. Sleep well. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. Hello, Danny. Welcome in. How are you? It's been a hot minute since you popped in chat. It's really nice to see you. Good, how are you? I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. Sure, I'm not tired at all. I didn't just try to put away stuff in a different thing. Ugh, my brain is not that of a functioning adult. I've killed chat. Ugh, I'm just not good at talking. I'm sorry, chat. I'm just a terrible, terrible streamer, you know. You know, sometimes it baffles me why you guys would watch me, because honestly, I like genuinely, I don't think I would find my content entertaining. But you guys are like, yeah, I like you. Catherine, 2 questions. What's up, MJ? Number 1, how long do you plan on streaming? What do you plan on doing after stream? I don't know how long I plan on streaming, if I'm honest. I mean, I'm gonna stream for a while, but I don't know. Good question. What do I plan on doing after stream, though? I plan on sleeping, because I am getting a little tired even right now. Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you? Have you forgotten to turn off your this is not you? I see you changing from how I designed you. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-ba. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that was exactly how high up I had to be. What are the odds of that? I was playing pregnant and I was walking around and I got okay. Oh. Oh. How much longer till your luck runs out? How much longer till you're gone down? How much longer till you're gone? You rely on wit and people die on it. Oh, how much longer till this be free? How much longer till there's free? Well, much longer till your strength takes lead. You rely on wit and we all die on it. Oh. How much longer till you're back? How much longer till Chat keeps dying, and I can never tell if it's my phone or it's just it's not my phone. It's just I'm not interesting. Alright, so let's see. It's been about 3 hours roughly. Let's spend a little time yapping and then let's be done. Let's be done with Minecraft for the night. Yeah. Let's be done with Minecraft for the night. And let's just kind of yap for a little bit. Let's just yap. Let's have some yapping time and then we can just, and talk and then we can go to bed and stuff. I'm here just waiting. What? Oh, writing, sorry. Ugh. So, how are you guys doing? It's been... What? It's been like... Sorry. Ugh. So let's see, it's been like what? About 3 hours and 28 minutes. How are we doing? How are we doing, chat? During that line, I started compared to yours and Twigs. Stories mine as a daydream, I'm not sure how I feel. Well, don't feel bad about it. I mean, honestly, it's okay to write stories that are lighter in tone. Gosh, I'm sorry. You also have to remember, you're just like starting out when it comes to stories and stuff. It's not meant to be a light book. I understand. Fan game called Glisten. Said word him come on the floor. He made my ears hurt since I had headphones on hold. Ooh, I'm sorry. Other news, let me call him Finch. Unintentionally, if I'm honest, I pulled up Finch to do some exercises while I'm yapping with you guys. So, yeah. He was always very loud, yelling in my ears. Why? I don't know. I sent you stuff back. Get wrecked. Might be time to just go to bed. We've been streaming for about 3.5 hours. I think that we're probably about ready to get some sleep. You know what I mean? How do you guys feel about that? Should we go get some sleep? Go to bed? Yeah, I agree. I'm getting kind of tired. I want to yap with someone. I'm sorry. I'm just so tired. I got up at 6:30 today, which is admittedly earlier than I get up. Or, sorry, not earlier. Later than I get up most days. You know, I'm okay with, I've just been really tired lately. Can't really tell you why. Just been a little tired. Need to go to bed. We'll try to find something that will make it hard. I hope you can go to bed. Get some good sleep, you know? It's okay, maybe we can yap later after sleep. Probably. There's a good possibility of it, you know? I need to update. I got a list of stuff to do tomorrow. But I'll make time to yap. Don't worry. Well, I hope you guys get some good sleep. I will talk to you guys later. Night night.